if they made this Devastator and this tank unit that I've always said I wanted in the game, I think people would genuinely start hating the bots in a way that like would be next level annoying.
This was shot in front of a live studio audience.
I always said that they should do like a few different types of missions that revolve around that kind of escort type of objective or like whatever, but it'd be cool for like if they had like a rescue the Sief general behind enemy lines objective where you gotta like go to a it's a little bit harder than the normal challenge because it is a little bit of a timed one where when you load into the game you'll see on your like MO part of your objective there's a health bar that's slowly decreasing, and that is basically like how long these Sief soldiers are holding out. It's kind of like a Black Hawk Down type mission where you gotta go in, you gotta clear out the area, and you gotta hold the objective with them, wait till a Pelican comes pick up the crew, and then once they're like evac, you can leave, and then basically that's the end of the mission. That'd be like a major order where you gotta like rescue Sief soldiers who are caught behind enemy lines. I think that'd be really interesting, really fun. And I think we talked about it before, but a really dope mission I said is it'll be like a different take on an ERAD, which is assisting in like the destruction of like a mega huge fortress where like you have the same level of like the same size of an eradication mission, but it's basically you're landing into like a mega city sized like not mega city but like a city sized fortress, and there's Sief soldiers there pushing with you, and your objective is basically to like you gotta clear out all the bots inside the base. You have to secure the intel in certain bases, but this would really be for bots. You have to secure the intel in like a specific room of the base. You have to make sure that you can, you know, destroy emplacements of the base and all that bullshit. And you're just basically assisting like this big base, and it's like a 10-minute mission where you gotta like kill everything in 10 minutes and secure the intel in 10 minutes. Thank you. I'm saluting you back. I can't, like, that's the best I can do so you can see me saluting you, but I'm saluting you right there, okay? Those are for you. Boss hunts, you gotta do 3. That'd be cool if there was boss hunts in the game. I think another fun defense mission would be, like, you're, like, supposed to, like, resupply, you're supposed to, like, help defend the trench line of, like, a failing defensive line for the Sief soldiers, so you, like, load in, and it's basically, like, a bunch of trench networks, and you have to, like, run between them all. You basically are just assisting as these like bugs or bots or squids are just doing like death wave after death wave after you, and if they break through the line you like fail the mission. So you gotta like really lock in with, you know, obviously for those kind of defensive missions people are gonna be bringing in the sentries and shit. So but I guess the one thing that would be different from it from like defending just a bunker is that like you will have to move to different trench lines to like defend from a separate push. So like maybe from the north trench line, you'll have to defend from a push, and then they can be also pushing from the south, and then they could be pushing from the north again. So that'd be also another kind of defense mission that they could do. And that one works for really all the, because the first one I said with the going in behind enemy lines and saving Sief, that works for every faction. The attacking like a mega base and collecting intel really only works for squids and bots. Not really for bugs, because there's really no intel to collect. You'd just be collecting like a DNA sample, I guess. And then that last one I just said kind of works for all 3 factions as well, so that'd be kind of dope. If they made this Devastator and this tank unit that I've always said I wanted in the game, I think people would genuinely start hating the bots in a way that like would be next level annoying. But imagine if there was not Jet Brigade. Imagine if there was a Devastator that had that was just like a normal, like, you know, the normal Devastator that gets summoned out of the factory striders, where it just shoots like a normal gun, nothing special, no shield defending it or anything, but strapped to its back is like a miniaturized jammer. And I'm not talking about the scrambler that like you just have to like put in a different code. I'm talking about it literally jams the shit, and like it works in like a 40 to 60 meter radius, and you just have these little Devastators that have jammers on their back, and they're just area denying the fuck out of you. That would be fucking hilarious. I would fucking laugh if I saw some shit like that in the game. Oh, and then combine that with the cool tank idea I had a long time ago. Oh, I got another cool tank idea. So basically, you guys know like the APCs, those like armored like let me see. Let me try to look up the name of the tank real quick. American APC vehicle. What is it called? Oh, not that one. It's an armored vehicle. It has like the generic ass name. Give me a second. I'll find it. Bradley. There we go. Imagine, yes, a Bradley. Thank you, All Star. A Bradley. Imagine if they made an automaton Bradley, right? But the chassis of the Bradley had the operational or the functionality of a fabricator. So its job is to not be on the front lines in your face shooting you. It is supposed to be in the back of the enemy lines, giving it supporting fire with its like main turret, which would be the ragdoll turret that you see on top of like the fortress, the ones guarding the fortresses. And while it's driving around behind all the enemies and like trying to stay out of your line of sight, it's just summoning like 2 to 3 automaton troopers like every other 30 seconds. Imagine that. Imagine that as imagine that would be. That one's not even broken, okay? That one's low-key like not. That one's fair and interesting. Unlike the Devastators with jammers strapped to their back. Because that one I understand why no one would want that. Right on top of a fucking jammer. Speaking of jammers. Oof. Delete that. Turn the thing off before they get the thing. Hurry. Oh no.